Hello and welcome to the Trafalgar Community Service student login page. So you're a student and you want to log in. So I'm just going to log in with Sally, test student, not her real name, her password. Your password is welcome, your first initial, in Sally's case it would be an S, then your last name, your actual last name, welcome, your first initial and your last name, and then you press OK. It brings you to a page that has all of your community service records on it. You can change your password. Make one that you're going to remember. Write it down somewhere. You can see all of your community service records. Your community service records has how many hours you've done, the outline, whether it was done in French, the starting date, the ending date, the organization you were working for, the first name of the person from the organization, the last name of the person from the organization, and whether your parents have signed off on this or not. If they have signed off, you get a little tick. If they haven't, then there's no tick. You cannot change this. If you click on it, nothing will happen. At the bottom, if I scroll way down to the bottom here, we have the total hours, 111 hours, French hours, 92, and the number of records, 30, what keeps track of everything for you. The other thing that you can do that's very interesting is you can make a record. Let's say you're working at the Montreal Library. The person that you're doing it for just says, look, just fill it in, I'll sign it. With this system, you can go and you can fill in all the information. You're working for Frankenstein. You click on Frankenstein down here and all of Frank's information goes up here. The first name Frank, last name Einstein. Email is greg@trafalgar.qc.ca. The organization is the Monster Factory. You just have to fill in the number of hours. You worked for 12 hours. Describe what you did. You say whether it was done in French or not. You pick the starting date, an ending date. Could be the same date. You can't obviously go backwards in time. You start on the 9th and you finish on the 17th. If everything's filled out nicely, the save button appears. Save. What goes down here are the community service records that you've created. They come down here, and then once they have been validated by the organization that you're working for, once they've been validated, they'll disappear from here. They'll appear in with the rest of your records. If I press save, what I just wrote appears down here. These need to be validated still. An email will be sent to Frankenstein. Here's the email that Frank got. Hello Frank, Sally test student has 12 hours of community service pending. The date is the 9th of September to the 17th of September. The outline is Sally built a small thermonuclear fusion reactor. She did this in French. Please click on the link to the Trafalgar Community Service Organization page to validate Sally test student's community service record. Thank you and have an excellent day. They would just click on this. It would bring them to a page that looks like this, Frankenstein from the Monster Factory. All they have to do is press OK. They don't have to enter anything. It should already be entered. Press OK, and that will bring them directly to that record. Frankenstein can then edit this record completely. He can say, well, no, actually, I think she did 14 hours of community service, Montreal, and parts of Laval. Let's say you worked some more hours and you worked up until the 9th. All of this can be changed. Press save. Then Frankenstein would be brought back to this page. You as the student, at this point, receive an email. Your parents would also receive an email. You as the student would receive an email that looks something like this. This is Sally's email. Hello Sally, Frankenstein from Monster Factory has just recorded 14 hours of community service. It says have a parent go to the parent page and sign off on the community service. Please click on this link to the Trafalgar Community Service page to see your community service hours. So if you click on this, it will just bring you to here, put in your first name and your last name and your password, and it will bring you to here. In here is your record. Your parents have not approved it yet. Let's go and look at what your parents would receive. This is Biff Henderson, one of Sally's parents. Frankenstein from Monster Factory has just recorded 14 hours of community service. For the date is this date, outline Sally built us. Please go to the Trafalgar Community Service parent page to sign off on the 14 hours of community service. Your parent would click on this and it would bring them to Biff Henderson's Trafalgar Community Service parent page. All the information would be automatically filled out. They just have to press OK. When they press OK, it'll bring them to a page of all of your results. They can go through all of your community service records and tick off these boxes. Sally built a fusion reactor. The parents just have to tick that. When they tick that off, it's saved, and if we go back down, we can see it's ticked off. They just have to go through and tick off all of the ones that are not ticked. They're attesting that you actually did this. Can you remove a record? No, you can't, but Miss Offer can. I can as well. Miss Offer or Mr. Scruton can remove records. If there's something that got goofed up and you want it removed, we can do that. Can your parents remove records? Nope, they can't. The only thing they can do is see your records and they can sign off on them. It doesn't become an official record until it's validated by the person you did the community service for. That's it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email or come and see me in person. Have a good day.